That's it. Yeah, good. Good. All right. Okay, so we're going to start working some basic elbow strikes, and we're going to treat it more like now. Again, boxing is a sport that this lady here practices, so it's very easy to change the right cross to the right elbow. But there's a couple of little things that we're going to notice. Okay, so we're just going to go through some basic elbow strikes and put them in full power as hard as you possibly can. And just imagine now that you have to use, this is how you would use the strike. Go. Harder. Now these strikes are extremely hard and would take out pretty much anybody ever connected. Now let's do 1, 2 with the elbows. 2 more. Boom. 4. 4. Okay, bam, 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 bam. Okay. There you go. Okay. Now, the only problem with that workout, apart from the fact that there's a huge amount of power being delivered in here, I can feel that right through the pads. I can definitely tell anybody that those strikes would do an awful lot of damage to somebody. But even I'm catching my breath, and so is she. So we've got to learn a way of delivering these strikes without using up so much energy, but still keeping the power. And one of the best ways to do this, we did a little drill, a warm-up drill. If you just do this for me. And if you notice how loose the arms are. Now, instead of using your arms, make it an elbow strike. You can see now how much looser you are. And a loose muscle is a fast muscle. All of the energy and the power, if you keep doing it, is through the density of the bone and the weight of the arm. Now your arm weighs around 9 pounds, okay? And this is what with ballistic strikes, we had a huge problem in people not believing that the strikes were real because they seemed so relaxed, almost as if nothing was going on. But I'm just going to put my pad in the way of that. Just make it a strike, an elbow strike, but nice and relaxed. That's it. I can tell you it's the same power with half the effort. And the faster you move, again, faster. Now the more power that's coming into the shot. And you can see there's less energy being expended. Expended, that's it. Now we're going to work on the upward elbow with the same principle. Now you can come that way. You can come that way. Just hit hard. Hard. Relax. Hard. And then headbutt. Right, just for good measure. Now, let's do a couple of combinations. Again, what you need to do is familiarize yourself and practice the strikes constantly. So you get used to throwing these shots from anywhere. Now, we're going to take the elbow now from the relaxed standing position. Straight across the face. 1, 2. Nice and slow first. 1, 2. From your hand from there. There you go. Now, whip it in. Bam, bam. Okay. Go. Right? Right. You can see now we're not in the ready position. We can still get the elbow up. Now, we're going to do the overhand elbow, which is like a bowling move. Go over the top. That's it. You need to come. So I'll show the technique. The hand comes up. The point of the hand goes, point of the elbow comes up here and comes straight down. Okay. Boom. Now, that and you drop the body weight will help you, just drop in the weight, will help you put a little bit of zip into the shot. But you don't have to, because all of these techniques are capable of knocking someone cold. Nice and slow. Feel it first. Over the top more, a little bit more. There you go. You'll get a point of the elbow coming down. Now again, don't be too precise with this stuff. You're not looking for the most perfect technique. You're looking for a shock that you can deliver into somebody. Precision comes from practice. I'm trying to get something going for people very quickly. So before you Thai boxers and guys come on there and say it's an incorrect elbow technique, it doesn't really matter at this stage. It's an elbow into the face of somebody. In Thai boxing, you'll see a lot of, especially in Thailand when they can use the elbows to the head, you'll see a lot of fights finished with a simple elbow which cuts the face and literally shreds it. I've seen it in the rings myself. It's a very vicious technique and it's very, very effective. So let's just work that overhand elbow again. You've got to reach over the top. And so now you go this way, and again, really hit hard. Right, now, you can see, I'm going to just do a free-for-all elbow session. So wherever the pad comes up, you're going to hit with whatever you think is going to be hit. Really put some venom and stay relaxed. Go on, snap it. Now, be careful that you don't hit with the fleshy part here. It's the point of the elbow that you want to hit. And a good drill is to keep your hands, your biceps and your elbows together. So when you do the motion, you keep the alignment of the arm. Just swing that elbow relaxed across from me again. Okay? Good. Again, right. Keep the elbow up high. That's it. And bury it in his face. That's what you're thinking. How do I get it into his face? Now, you can get the idea, and what I would advise you to do is stand in front of a mirror and put your hands here, and if you come in to the shot, if you just stand in the camera, now work out how you could elbow. You could elbow up, you could elbow across, you could elbow over, you can elbow up, and then we've got the back elbow, okay, which I'm going to explain now. Now I'm not too fussed as to the precision of the technique, only the fact that you're going to now whip this elbow behind, only the fact that you get something on the person, you buy yourself that time. The goal of self-defense is self-preservation, and you don't want to be standing here fighting somebody. You want to be a quick elbow and get out of there, okay? So whip it back, through, there you go. Harder, there you go. Now you can see, let's go from this angle. You can see now that this slight young lady here can pack a punch. All right? A bit harder. There you go. That's gone right through and through to my forearm. That's the feeling you need to have, because that's going to be a committed elbow strike, and it's going to go through the person, through the target. Now, you can get into what we call an elbow frenzy, where you're just smashing this guy every way you can, this way, that way. You've got to stand there and work your combinations in your own mind. Bam, 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 bam. And do this all that you can. It's a great workout. If you've got a bag, I know you have access to that. Stand on the bag, practice short elbows, because the elbow is a very, very powerful weapon at short range. It's probably the best with the head. And there's a nice little combination, the headbutt and then follow up with the elbow, and it's game over if you connect, okay? So next we're going to come back and work some knees.